Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to 307 country. We are on an off-road recovery mission. So my wife's Paula's brother has a nephew on his wife's side that went up and slid clear off the top of a mountain down into some trees. Snow up there, it was slick, so we're headed up to get it. So I will get back with you when we get up there and show you what we're looking at. It's going to be an interesting deal. I don't know. We might be able to just get it chained up. It's up on a stump or something. It's kind of cocked up. One of the tires is up off the ground. He's actually lucky he didn't roll it. But we got to get it pulled backwards off of the whatever it's on, get it on all four wheels. And then I'm thinking if we get it chained up, all fours, we may be able to drive it back up the hill. So this may be simple, or it may be stretching out 200, 300, 400 feet of rope, and cable, and straps, and kinetic ropes, and whatever we can conjure up to get hooked to it to pull it back up the hill. So we'll see when we get to the top of the mountain. Well, we're getting close. Another, I don't know, 3 miles or something, and we'll be up there. But we got a pretty good climb to get up a pretty steep hill to get up there. So we'll bring you back for that.
So
That's the hill we're climbing. Well, we made it up the hill, no problem. It was a little snow packed, but it wasn't too slick. So there was some little bit of gravel in the tracks, and it wasn't too bad. So we're going up here, get through the fence, and then we'll see if we can find the truck. All right, we're up on top of the hill. The wind's blowing so hard, the audio is just blown out by the wind. So I'll just do some voiceover here. This is up on top of the hill. That's big, huge valley down below there. Call that Snyder Basin. And this is where he drove off. You can see his tracks over there on the left. Went down off this point here, and just walking down to get my first look at it, where it's at, and kind of get an idea of what we're up against. It's a lot steeper than I thought it was going to be. We got Paula's brother and another friend out there in front of us. So he got down kind of on this bench here out in front there, and he should have turned around right there, but he went off that point of this bench here. And then he decided that he was in trouble, turned to the right, and went over about to where my shadow, the end of my shadow is there, and was trying to come back up the hill and started sliding sideways, got it turned downhill and slid into the trees there. So that's what we're up against. It's steep, and get off that edge right there where my shadow is, it gets real steep. So well, we made it to the truck. We're trying to get straps hooked up. It looks like it was a hell of a ride. Not sure what all that's about. It's steep. Luckily it stopped where it did. Not really against any trees or anything, So it could have been way worse. They could have died. So anyway, I'll bring you back in a minute. All right, this is just a little video of us after we got all the trucks hooked up. We got 3 pickups linked together. We got a 2-inch strap between that one, and then between, that's my truck there, the Ford. We got a kinetic rope going back to my buddy's Chevy pickup there. And then it all heads off the hill. We've got 4-inch straps, 2-inch straps, a 3/4 inch bull rope, tons of 2-inch straps all hooked together. The wind is just whipping, and got all the straps vibrating. We did put a couple blocks of wood underneath the strap right here on the crest of the hill just to try to keep them from wearing. That was an idea, but as soon as we started pulling, it came off the blocks, which no big deal. But yep, they're stretched out. That's the wind blowing that strap. That's how hard the wind's blowing up here. Well, that's how much rope we had hooked up. I just turned around. I probably go in about 10 yards, 40 feet. So yeah, we were this far away. That's how much rope, that's how far down off the hill he was. So, all right, we'll be back in a minute. All right, here we're just walking back off the hill, kind of see where the tracks were, where it came up here, and just to get a look at it. No big deal here really, but it went really well. Just a lot of kinetic energy in all the straps and ropes, but this is probably 10 minutes after we pulled it up, and you can see the tracks right here to the right are already drifted in with snow. Wind was just howling. So yeah, it worked really well. Got him out. So that's where he was, down off the end there. All right, well, we got him out. That was quite the adventure. Made it back home, got all the straps undone because they got really tight. So little trick on that, you can take a hammer and beat on the knots and it'll loosen a strap up, get it untied or whatever. So yeah, it was quite an adventure. I wish I'd have had video of the truck end of it getting pulled up. We did have a guy down there with a set of wheel chocks, and he was there just to safety, just in case something broke or, you know, we had to stop to rehook stuff up or something. He was going to be able to put some chocks under the tires, hopefully keep the truck from taking off back down the hill again. And the way the truck was sitting, the way we were pulling was pulling at about almost 90 degrees to, you know, where the truck was, and we were hooked up to the back of it, and Kevin, Paul's brother, was driving it, had it in reverse, and when we started pulling, we just were pulling super easy, real slow, and we were on the phone. Kevin and I were, and I was in the middle truck giving hand signals to the guys in front of me and behind me. And he said he was ready, so we started pulling and nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden, it just pulled the back end of the truck straight and just slingshotted him up the hill for like the first 20 or 30 feet. There was so much kinetic energy built up in all the straps and ropes and stuff. He was going up the hill backwards about 10 miles an hour, he said. And yeah, we just kept pulling. It was super easy. We weren't, you know, hogging on anything or nothing at all. And got him pulled backwards up to the top. The trip out, wound up backing over the first strap a little bit and kinked the brake line on the driver's side rear tire, so he was losing brake fluid. He was using the gearing to slow down as much as he could, and then by the time we got to the house, he was pretty much out of brake fluid. But then the transmission was having issues, and it was having issues before evidently, but it wouldn't shift into fourth gear. So they parked the truck here at the house, and they're going to come up with a trailer. They live like 100 miles away, so they're going to have the insurance, get a towing company, or he's going to come up with a trailer or something here in the next few days or week or whatever, and pick the truck up and take it home. So yeah, went good. So I just wanted to come on and tell you I appreciate everybody stopping by and watching. This was an interesting video. I wish I'd had more of the, action part of it, climax of it, but it went well. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get to work on another projects, and we'll see you on the next one. 307 out.